That's a good question because you and I were at a marketing conference a couple of weeks ago, right? And we heard a lot of hosts, we heard a lot of marketers with some great ideas, but they have to work in tandem with the IT departments. They have to work in tandem with the slot department. And somehow the technology has to solve all three at once. And so we're helping them to understand how to overcome. A lot of times the marketer looks at our stuff and goes, well, there's no way we can do that. Our casino won't allow it, but they've never asked. And it's very hard for them to know what to ask. It's hard for that marketer to express a technology in terms that IT can understand, which is the protection. So we have to go in there and do that. Then we have to go talk to the slot operations people to convince them that they can run this equipment efficiently and effectively. It's getting everybody tuned up. But I think that what we have to get everybody to ask themselves is, are you happy with your current revenues? And I would suggest that you shouldn't be, because when we plot out revenues from, and I just did this a couple months ago, from 1992 to 2023. From 1992 to 2008, revenues grew after inflation by 283% over that time. From 2008 until now, adjusted for inflation, gaming revenues across the country have fallen by 5%. A lot of people think that casinos are setting records. They are not. They're setting records only if it's not adjusted for inflation. The dollars that we bring in are smaller and smaller every year. It takes more and more of them to pay for that labor. It takes more and more of them to pay for those taxes and the building and the electricity. And we've lost sight of that. Now, a lot of times people are afraid of that because that takes them from being proud and saying, look, my revenues are up 3% this year, to saying, oh my gosh, they're not. And what we got to realize is, even as our revenues have dropped by 5%, the capacity of the typical American consumer to spend the money in their pocket has grown by 25% from 2008 until now.